Live gives us a bird's eye view of a huge area of open space in the South Bay. Not the Silicon Valley, but the Coyote Valley. It's between San Jose and Morgan Hill. KPIX5's Kiet Do shows us what's behind a new $80 million plan to preserve the area.
Silicon Valley has a cousin. Its name, Coyote Valley. It's a little wild and a little country, and there is a growing movement to try and keep it that way. What makes you so confident that you'll be able to pull this off?
I don't know if we're so much confident as we are hopeful and audacious.
Andrea McKenzie is the executive director of the Santa Clara Valley Open Space Authority, which has just released a 70-page report titled Coyote Valley Landscape Linkage. It's a blueprint on how to link 1.1 million acres of open space between the Santa Cruz Mountains on the left and the Mount Diablo Range on the right by focusing on the 2,000-acre swath right in the middle that's privately owned by 15 families. They've learned animals use this relatively narrow corridor to travel to and from each mountain range more than they thought.
Hear that?
In the past year, researchers have stepped up efforts to track the animals using GPS collars and wildlife cameras. Tanya Diamond with Pathways for Wildlife has counted up to 11 bobcats crammed into the area.
They're great commuters. They have their routes and their pathways that they tend to use.
Along with those bobcats, there are deer, gray foxes, and yes, of course, coyotes. But the researchers have found the winter's heavy rains have flooded some of the routes.
If you're a coyote, bobcat, or deer, you can't take this anymore, so you're forced to cross over the road. That's a problem.
The authority says up to 70 animals are hit and killed by cars every year. And so they will be pushing to build more animal crossings like this box culvert. What's more, as winter rain collects in the northern Coyote Valley, it recharges the groundwater supply for much of Santa Clara County. Altogether, the authority says the linkage plan makes a compelling argument for any owners willing to sell their land and conserve it for future generations.
We have the full picture now that can inform our conversations with willing landowners and the city. We feel like we can design a win-win for wildlife, the environment, and our urban communities.
In the Coyote Valley, Kiet Do, KPIX5.